Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about my top 10 lazy life hacks. Now, I don't know if you know this about me. I probably shared it in the past, but I am one of the most lazy people you'll probably ever meet. If I can get by with doing the bare minimum, that's what I'm going to do. Which sounds like that's no way to live an adult life, but I'm going to share with you some of my hacks in life where I can cut corners but still lead a somewhat successful adult life. So these are just the ways that I save time and energy when I cook, clean, and just things in life. My AC is about to go on, so hopefully you can't hear that, but now it's blowing air on me, so I feel good. Anyway, you can still be a lazy procrastinator as an adult and still function as an adult. I'm not gonna ramble on too much in this intro. Let's just go ahead and get started with the life hack. And if I was a fancy like YouTuber, I would put in a little transition there, but because I'm lazy, I'm not gonna do that. Number one is actually not a tip. Some of these tips are not my tips, hence lazy. But these are genius ideas to me for cutting corners in life, and I decided to steal them and share them with you, but I will give credit where credit is due, and that totally rhymes. So the first tip actually comes from the YouTube channel Clean My Space, which I love her because she used to be like me, where she was lazy, hated cleaning, but then changed her life around and now has her own cleaning company, which is amazing. So she had actually shared that when you go to the bathroom to wash your hands, before you wash your hands, use your good old fingers to wipe down the sink before you wash your hands. Did I say that? You're there already with dirty hands to wash your hands. I know it might seem a little gross to like put your hands all up in the whatever is in the sink. You know, a little toothpaste, just, you know, quickly clean that up with your hand, wipe it down the drain. It takes literally 2 seconds and you don't have to use like a cleaner or anything. It's just a really lazy way to make make your sink look clean visually, which is usually what I go for. As long as things visually look clean, then it's clean to me. My next tip has to do with a delivery service called Blue Apron, and I just want to thank them for sponsoring this video. I recently discovered Blue Apron and tried it out, and I am obsessed with it. Their food is unbelievable. Basically, if you've never heard of Blue Apron, it is a food delivery service that delivers once a week, and the food is all super fresh, locally grown, and in season, so you're gonna get the best quality ingredients, and it's all in the proper measurements for what you need for that recipe, so you're not wasting food. I think it's a great resource for people who aren't big chefs and, you know, can follow a recipe, but that's to the extent of their knowledge. Or if you are a chef and you want to try foods from different cultures, they offer a variety of different meals that you can choose from. They have different meal plans for however number of people are in your household, and they have 8 recipes a week that you can choose from, including vegetarian recipes. I was so excited to see that. The reason why this is on the list is because it saves you a trip to the grocery store. If I don't have to leave my house, you can sign me up. Also, there is absolutely no commitment. You can sign up and cancel whenever. You can renew whenever. I think this is a great lazy life hack for when you're having guests over and you just don't know what to cook. It sends you everything you need, so that's one less thing you have to worry about if you're having like a dinner party or potluck or something like that. Also, all the meals can be prepared in 40 minutes or less, which is less time in the kitchen, more lazy time on the couch later. So personally, I think it's a great option if you are lazy like me, don't like leaving the house, but you still want to cook a decent dinner once in a while. I think Blue Apron is an amazing service. And when I tell you that the food was delicious, like I kept that recipe sheet from the box and I am going to make these all the time. So my third tip actually comes from my boyfriend. He's kind of lazy like me. I asked him, hey, do you have any life hacks, or how do you cut corners in life being a lazy individual like me who doesn't like cleaning? His tip to me was to clean up the kitchen as you're cooking. So if you're waiting for the water to boil or you're microwaving something, see if you can wipe down the counters, put some dishes in the dishwasher. You're in the kitchen anyway, you're spending that time in there anyway. Why don't you just do the cleaning as you go, so then at the end of the meal you've already done most of the cleaning, which equals more couch time after dinner. Tip number 4 is to train your hair to only be washed 1 to 2 times a week. This is actually more healthy for it, but also you will save so much money on hair products. But also, washing my hair in the shower is my least favorite thing to do in the shower because it takes time. I hate sitting there with my hair wet for like an hour or 2 after because I don't blow dry it because lazy. So I have just trained it to go at least 4 or 5 days without washing it. I think this is pretty self-explanatory because most people do this. If you're still washing your hair every day, I don't know why you're doing that. If you say that you have oily hair, you do because you wash it so much. Your hair is producing that oil to constantly replenish whatever you're washing away. So if you stop doing that, it might be miserable at first and you'll go through tons of dry shampoo, but in the end you'll get to a point where your hair has been trained to only be washed 1 to 2 times a week, and it's just gonna save you so much time and energy and money and water, and just, it's so much better. Number 5 isn't necessarily like a life hack that like saves time or anything, I guess, but it saves money and like product. I use an all-purpose cleaner on literally everything, probably things that I shouldn't be using it on, but I have one cleaner besides the glass cleaner for the mirror. And I have one cleaner and I use it on literally every surface. All you need is one cleaner and a rag and go around your house cleaning the surfaces. If your tabletops, like your flat surfaces in your house, are tidied, so if you have a place for things and they're put away and it's not cluttery, and then if you just take a rag and wipe it down real quick, that is the fastest, laziest way to make your whole house feel and look super clean. And at least visually it looks clean, and it probably smells good because your cleaner smells good. Number 6 is, again, not my tip. I believe I got this from Beauty. I will have the channels I'm talking about linked down below. She talked about using your dishwasher to the fullest potential, and I have actually been doing this with my hairbrush for so many years. Basically, use your dishwasher to clean other things besides your dishes. As long as it's like plastic or something that can go in the dishwasher, which I will have an article linked down below that'll tell you what can and can't go in the dishwasher. But as long as it's dishwasher safe, just pop that in there, especially if you have kids and you have toys. That's what she uses it for, Beauty that is. Just pop those toys in there for, you know, a sanitation rinse, you know? And you do nothing, like you do no work at all. My mom has taught me to do this with my hairbrush since I was young. As long as it's made of plastic and not wood, you can pop your hairbrush into the dishwasher to sanitize it. I also do this with my cleaning brush that I get, which I need to upgrade to a non-plastic one. But for now, I do pop that in the dishwasher, and it makes it last a whole lot longer than it would if I didn't sanitize it and clean it properly and regularly. Number 7 also, I believe, comes from Beauty, but it's also something that I've implemented a long time in my life, but I have seen her talk about it, so I'm gonna give her credit for this. But basically, whenever you get up to change rooms, see if there's something in your vicinity or in that room that you're currently in that you can bring to that room. For example, if you're in the living room and you need to get up to go to the kitchen, are there any dishes or cups or things that are around you, like snacks on the coffee table, that you can just pick up quickly and bring with you to the kitchen? You're going there anyway, and it'll save you from, you know, declutterfying, that's a new word, your surfaces in the living room later on, because you're just putting things away as you're getting up to go there. Or if there's like clothes in the living room or something, you've taken off your jacket and just popped it on the couch, can you pick that up and bring it with you into the bedroom when you go in there the next time? Number 8 is a serious like thing that I don't understand really. Basically, I never iron anything. I have like never ironed actually, except when I was studying fashion and we had to iron in class, like our garments and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't own an iron or an ironing board. I don't own any clothes that are fancy enough to be ironed. Basically, if something has wrinkles in it, I will pop it in the dryer with a damp washcloth. I think this is a really well-known thing. It's nothing new, but I just thought I'd mention it in case you are sitting there with an iron and you're like hot and tired of ironing. Also, if you don't want to run the dryer because that can take up a lot of energy and you're just spending more money in that situation, you can always hang your garment in the bathroom with you as you shower, and the steam from the shower can help release those wrinkles. Another thing you can do if you're doing the dryer situation, if you're putting it in there with a damp washcloth and it's like a warm cycle dryer thing, whatever, it's like warm, if you spray a little perfume or essential oils or whatever you like to use to make things smell good, pop some of that in there and the garment is gonna smell so good. Number 9 is also not my original idea, but I think I got this from Michelle B. It's definitely something that I have been trying to convince myself to do every time I see something that needs to be done, and that is to start implementing the 1-minute rule into your life. This makes the biggest difference, I think, of all the hacks on this list in saving time and energy in your life when it comes to cleaning. Basically, if you see something that can be done in 1 minute or less, do it right away, because you probably have that time. And that means it's something that's easy enough to get done right away. You don't have to think about it. Don't think about it, because if you do, you're gonna be like, I'll I'll do it later. But those kind of little 1-minute chores are the things that really add up to a big cleaning day later on in the week, and the things that stress us out the most. When there's clutter around on like surfaces, like in the bathroom, it takes me 30 seconds to just put things away. For some reason, I don't do it in the moment. If I can go back and take 1 minute a day to put things where they need to go, my bathroom just looks so much cleaner and tidier than if I just let that clutter sit there for like days. You will really see a difference when you do the 1 minute rule, because it's really going to cut down on so many things, because those are the things that add up. And number 10 is something that I saw online, and I've actually been doing this out of laziness for so long. Every time I move, I do this. Basically, I use my hand broom for scrubbing the tub. I thought I was weird for doing this, but there are actually people who are recommending this as a life hack. You don't need a separate scrubber for your tub when you have a hand broom, because the hand broom can be cleaned and like sanitized later on. But every time I would move, I would pour, you know, the cleaner in the tub, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then I'd go in with my hand broom that I use for like scooping the litter, like sweeping my bathroom from the litter for my cats. And I'd go in with that broom and I would scrub with that broom. I thought I was weird, and that was just one of my lazy things, but it is a thing. Other people do it. You're still scrubbing, you're still doing the chore, but you don't have to go and buy like a separate scrub brush and like have it for, you know, one for scrubbing the tub and a broom for sweeping. Just use the broom. It scrubs enough, you know? There are probably a million more ways that I cut corners in life beyond these things, but these are like my top 10 things that came to mind when I was thinking of this video. Please, of course, leave your recommendations down below. If you have any other lazy life hacks that will help all of us procrastinator, lazy people, please leave it down below. I need all the tips I can get, honestly, to save me time from doing all these chores. This actually also helps people who have a busy life that don't necessarily have the time to sit there and clean for 4 hours in a day. These are also lazy life hacks, but they're also for people with busy lives. I'd like to be that kind of person, but I'm not. I'm just lazy. Let me know if I'm not the only one that's like 28 years old and super lazy, because I feel kind of guilty about it sometimes with how bad I am with this. But I knew moving into this apartment I wanted to be more clean. I never really was clean. You can ask my old roommates. Really messy as a person, and I don't think that will ever change, but I have implemented these things to kind of help me progress and become a little bit more functioning of an adult in my later 20s. But also, this apartment feels really special to me, and I want it to feel like home. And yes, that involves some clutter here and there usually, but generally I want to treat it like it's my home, my safe space. So that's why I have, you know, tried to be a little bit more cleanly here than I have anywhere else. So those are my top tips. Make sure you check out Blue Apron. I will have a link to it down below. And again, any life hacks, laziness, life hacks, leave it down below, please. I keep hitting things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.